Hello, hello, everyone, and welcome to the virtual living room. It is your girl, Lovey, and we're back for our weekly recap of As the World Turns. Okay? Because I feel like I'm watching a soap opera from week to freaking week. Okay? Anywho, we have the gang on here. We have April. We got Belinda. Hey, y'all. And we got some special guests. Iva, unfortunately, couldn't be with us tonight, but in her absence, we got Toya. She's a reoccurring character. She's been with us before.
Character.
And we have Mr. Kenyon. Hello, sir.
How you doing?
Good, good. Glad to have you. Glad to have the male perspective, okay?
Absolutely.
Interested in seeing what you got to say. Who want to start with this foolishness? Because
all right, so we're gonna go from moderate to worse. So we'll start with who y'all want to start with.
Can
I don't know, like the
Stepford husband.
The Stepford husband. I completely agree. Yes, let's start there.
Wait, who we talking about?
Who you talking about? Because I don't know if you talking about the same person I'm talking about.
Eric and
And the slush.
Jake. Little baby Yoda.
Clara and Ryan.
Jake.
Champagne Vinny.
Oh.
Stepford husband.
Because as soon as he gets into a zone where he is not happy, he's like,
yeah, he starts melting down. I was a little disappointed in Champagne.
Are you okay?
Yeah, no. he loses it.
Let me say that I do believe Vinny has no choice but to be a Gemini. I swear to God, because I was like, oh, that's the mess I would do. Where I would be like, you know, made me uncomfortable. We don't like to be embarrassed, so I'm done and seen. I'm out. Like I'm completely check out. And but he does have to loosen up a little bit and roll with the punches. Like she was trying.
And she meant well. Like he really, I feel like he loses it a little too quick. You know what I mean? Like not as far as getting angry, but he doesn't communicate when he's frustrated, and he would just be stuck. He'd be done. And she meant well. Like, how was she supposed to know? I mean, it was outside of her culture. So she was trying to figure out, let's do some dances. He likes to dance. And he was getting so upset because she didn't pick the dance that he's good at. But how would she know that? You know what I mean? Like she was trying. And I don't think he was able to see that.
I don't understand how she had on that dress and those shoes and he could focus on anything else but the way she was looking.
She looked cute, didn't she?
Yeah.
So the fact that you upset with her.
No, I mean just the fact that you're so focused on being embarrassed when you have something so beautiful next to you that you can't open your mind and partake in that and, enjoy that with her and make her feel good about it. But you're so consumed with yourself that you just go into your tantrum.
Right.
It was a whole fit. Like if he was little kid, his mama would have took him to the bathroom and popped his head. Like, yeah, he had a whole tantrum.
He did. And I don't even think he was able to take a minute to see, like, she's doing something nice for me. You know what I mean? He immediately was just so absorbed in how he's feeling. And it was the first time that either one of them had salsa. So why was he thinking that he was supposed to be perfect? Like, nobody was expecting him to be perfect. And he was getting so frustrated.
All right, so y'all done? Because I'm going a different direction with this one. What I see is a brother that is carrying a lot of weight and maybe even used to carrying a lot of weight for his family. So he's always got to be on. He's always got to be on spot. He's got to perform. He doesn't have room to not be, Champagne Vinny. So anytime he's in a situation where he's not in control or he's not comfortable, I think he suffers from major anxiety. Like you could see he'll tense up, and it's over what we think is minor stuff, but it's kind of crippling. And for me, I think carrying that weight for so long, I think it's just hard for him to deal with not always being the man, because I think he had to be, you know what I mean? I think about his background, But I just, whenever he's in a situation where he's uncomfortable and he's not 100%, not even in control, but just he's good with what he's doing, I think he's going to suffer from that. So I think it's a little bit tougher for him. And, you know, I don't think he was upset with her. I think he was just getting frustrated with not being able to master what it is he was doing. So, you know, it was a little tough, but I feel him because he still, even though he was uncomfortable, I didn't get a sense that he was upset with her. I think he learned from the first time when he flew off the handle. You know what? I can't keep doing that. I got to calm down a little bit. So it's going to take him a minute. I think he'll be all right.
I would have liked to see her try to, during she do something to try to make him a little more uncomfortable, because it was hard to watch, seeing how uncomfortable he was. And then she just was like, I'm trying to learn these steps. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know what you do. You can have your whole, you about to break out into a full-fledged anxiety attack, but I'm trying to get this left, right.
I don't even know if she was paying, I feel like she wasn't totally paying attention. Like, she could see it a little bit that he was uncomfortable. But I'm wondering, do you guys feel like he's uncomfortable in his own skin sometimes? I feel like sometimes he's uncomfortable with maybe his size, because he was sweating a lot. He just looked like he was overall feeling uncomfortable with the clothes that he was wearing. It just didn't feel like he was comfortable in general, to me.
Yeah. And you got to realize it's been, 20 days? So I think as they go further, I think she will figure out how to recognize when he's getting to that point where he's a little uncomfortable. And I think she's willing and wants to, I think she loves him enough to be able to try and diffuse those situations. And then for him, he's just gonna have to figure out and kind of learn to control some of that himself. So I think they'll work it out and they'll be fine. But yeah, you could say if I saw him, or if I were to see you uncomfortable and we're doing something, I would be like, okay, you know what? Let me take a pause. Make sure you're good.
Yeah, she could have grabbed his hand or something. Yeah. Let's make some eye contact. I'm here.
She did try, and he kind of pushed her off. Yeah. She tried to dance with him, and then she did say, "Okay, I think we're done." But by that time, he was done.
It's gonna take them a little while, both of them, to learn each other and figure that out. I mean, it's still new. It's still new. So, they'll figure it out. And I think that their willingness to understand where each other is coming from, I think will help out. So they'll be fine.
Yeah. And maybe it would have been better if it was just them without the cameras and the lights and all the producers. And, we don't know how many people come on this production. So maybe it wouldn't have been so bad if it was just him, her, and the instructor. Maybe he wouldn't have felt so uncomfortable. But he definitely was having a full-fledged anxiety attack. Like,
his feet were real heavy on that floor. I was like, oh, Lord, look at them feet.
I felt bad for him. I was feeling some anxiety when he was moving like that. Like, what are you doing, dude? What's up? No, I think it was a little rough.
Maybe I wonder if he would have been receptive to her just having a moment, like pulling him aside or having a moment, just like where she could just be like, babe, like, it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, what do you need? Or just maybe checking in with him for a minute, you know what I mean? To kind of calm him down. I don't know if he would have been receptive to that, but maybe she could have, before it went all the way shut down. When he was getting frustrated, just kind of be like, it's okay. This is both of our first time. You don't need to be perfect. Just maybe trying to reassure him, but he just.
Yeah.
I agree with you, April. It's just like he was so into self that he couldn't really appreciate the fact that she's trying to relate to the Spanish culture, not necessarily, his with him being Dominican, but the fact that, you love to dance. Okay, let's go ahead and go salsa dancing, because I can't think of any classes, or there might be classes here in Atlanta where you could take bachata classes or merengue.
What was it? Is that what he said he did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Serás tu forma de ser, que me pones así, loco y débil por ti. Pero en verdad soy feliz.
So I don't know, but yeah, he was just too into himself, where he was just like, fuck.
I think I know he appreciates it, because he mentioned it earlier Like when she came home and he had the board with the Spanish words on the chalkboard, and he's mentioned it before how much it means that, you know, she's trying to embrace his culture and learn the language, and you know, so I he gets it. I think it's just going to take him a minute to accept her trying to calm him down, and her recognizing when she may need to step in and calm him down. So I'm on the team of saying they'll get it. It's been not even 3 weeks, so they are still trying to figure each other out and learn what works. So I don't know. He's definitely gonna have to calm it down a little bit and bring it down for it to work. And she's got some things to work on. So, you know, I think honestly they're one of the stronger couples. So.
Absolutely.
See them say I love you. That was so cute.
Yeah.
That was so cute.
Oh my God.
Even the bike, he bought her a bike. That was really nice too. And he was so excited to give her the bike. And the lights on it, pimped her bike out. I thought that was really cute.
That was really cute. How you pronounce it? Bicicleta?
Oh, that was cute. Don't love it.
Wow.
I'm here for it.
You know, I'm a Latin girl by heart, okay?
Oh,
Really?
Okay. Just in case you weren't aware, yeah.
Yeah. The only thing that makes me nervous about them is that his shutdown, you know what I mean? Like his ability to communicate and talk through the frustration, because I could see her she's really been trying to be a little bit more gentler, because she says she knows that she can be very direct and that it could come off to be bossy and all that. So I see her really trying to, you know, check herself and bring it down. So I need him to do the same as far as using his words and communicating how he's feeling versus just the shutdown.
Right.
And saying nothing is wrong. And she has to basically keep asking him what's wrong. And he's nothing. Like that can get tiring.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It does.
It does. What was it? Where are you leading?
That's a Gemini for you. That's all I'm saying. No offense.
Look, I ain't gonna keep asking you what's wrong over and over and over. I need
you to need you to be able to use your words, beloved.
Yeah, I'm married to a Gemini too, so I know all about that.
We working on it. That's how I know it's for real. I was like, I would damn near be like, I think we probably got about the same birthday, because I can't dance either, and I probably would have shut down too and be like, can we go? What time they serve the food around here? Better wrap this.
Oh,
Where are we going next?
I can't.
Especially with people being in there, because we are really shy. So I'm telling you, I didn't know.
Shy? Right, Kenyon. Right.
I get it, because I say I'm shy and nobody agrees that I'm shy, but I am.
It's just around certain things.
Once I'm warm, once you pick me up, I'm good. But yeah.
Take your moment.
Yeah.
That's a quick moment. It's a quick moment.
Shuddy.
Oh my gosh. Well, they'll be fine. You know.
They will. And they'll grow into it and figure it out. Or, I mean, it'll go either way. Either she will learn when it's happening and be able to stop it, or he'll quit doing it because she'll be like, all right, now, enough. Like, I can't do this every time. And then maybe somewhere in the middle, they'll figure it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's enough of this.
Stepford husband. I did not. I was like, ooh, I'm thinking we talking about Eric in Virginia, you know?
I mean, well, we could go to them next. The Lush. Every episode, she got some alcohol.
Everywhere. I'm like, we can't play golf without a drink. We can't even make
beer
without a drink.
Breakfast, golf.
She wants a light-skinned mimosa, okay?
Pool party. Every time she had a drink. I didn't say it without a drink.
Right. Right.
And it cannot be editing. It can't be editing because
I tried to say that.
Because it's just that every single scene, it's no way they could catch you in every single scene that you got alcohol. Like that's you. You know, like
if you can't go to the driving range without a drink.
A tall boy, tall can of beer with the
big coat. I peeped that. I was like, dang, that's that 20-ounce can of beer.
Like with the
can like that.
She almost had a 40. She had an OE. She had an OE.
I'm like,
Man with a cozy. Oh my God.
Right.
But a big can, like
She bought her own cozy from the house.
Right.
I'm convinced she has a drawer full of them. Like she's got different ones in her drawer that she break out.
Yeah.
Because they
match her
do like a
outfit.
good cozy.
Yeah.
Now they, you know, by they, I mean, they do like a good cozy because the other ones had two.
Yeah.
We don't have not one in our home.
We
Most people don't.
We don't.
Do
We
y'all
don't even
have
know what that
one.
is. Most of them
Somebody-
don't even know what. We don't even know what that is.
I
We
have
need
one.
one.
Do we?
We need
Do you
one.
use it?
No.
Love you use the cozy?
No, it was a gift.
Right.
Yeah, I have one in my house that was a
Promo.
gift too.
Yeah, it was a gift. I would use it though. If I'm out and
But
about.
have you used it?
Have
just
you
For
right.
what? Though your can of OE? What you using it for, girl?
I can't Coca-Cola.
How long have you had it and how many times have you used it?
I just had it a week.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Mhm.
These are the top results.
Oh, well, thank you, Google.
Right. Okay, so back to them. So what got me was him saying, if they didn't show me the love that if I wasn't feeling for them like I did for the ex, then I cut it out. What was going on with that? I didn't know the story about this.
I'm
marriage.
confused about that wedding. I thought he said it was at a convenience. Didn't he say that it was just at a convenience for the woman to stay in the country or something? And now he's so in love with her?
Yeah,
Right.
that's what he
I'm
said.
confused.
I'm
That's what he
confused.
said.
And he always, because it's over. You know what, buddy? It's over now. You're not going to keep on threatening me with a good time. Take your ass home.
That would have been my First of all, do not threaten me with an idle threat. Don't do that. Because the
Right.
next time you say it will be
It's a
your
deal
last
breaker.
time.
He says it's a deal breaker a lot, and it's over. It's gonna be over.
She gonna be sleeping on her friend couch, one of her guy friends' couches in a minute. He a little too demanding. I think he does that because he's older and he feels like, you know, I can teach her so much.
That's not your kid, boo boo. That's not your child.
It's not.
Nobody wants to touch their daddy.
But I also need her to stop acting like his kid too, though. Like,
That's true.
She's got to stop acting like a kid, and like he says, I'm not your boyfriend. I'm your husband. So if you go out, you don't have. Now I don't agree with him, you know, asking for permission.
Ask permission.
But you just can't be bolting out and be gone, and I don't know where you are. Like I need something happen, and they say, hey, Belinda been gone 6 hours. Where's she at? You know, I don't know. She, you know,
Right.
she
That ain't gonna sound right.
splits and she been gone. I don't know. So they both got some work to do. Like he got to calm down and pull back and, you know, stop trying to be so demanding and not be demanding at the same time. You know, because I think that's what messed up his last marriage. That's why, you know, he keeps saying, you know, or trying to walk it back, but at the same time, you keep coming on real strong about what's a deal breaker, like you said, what's not acceptable. I'm not saying you need permission, but you need to ask. Like, come on,
that don't make sense.
Right.
Yeah.
And am I in training? You training me like a little puppy or something? Like everything is like you're teaching her every step of the way.
He always saying he's trying to teach her. Your marriage didn't work out, so something you didn't do right.
That what about you as a husband? What I need to hear your side. What did you do wrong the first time? See, that's what I need to tell her to ask them. What happened? What did you do? Like my mama said, what role did you play?
Right. And he was trying to compare her to the ex that I thought he married out of convenience for her or some kind of paperwork, but now that was the love of his life. I'm so confused by that. I need some explanation on who this ex
is. And then he judged her so harshly on what she, you know, her previous relationships. And then immediately you go back and you messed up too, both of y'all. So evidently we don't know what we're doing, neither one of us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if Virginia understands that she's in a marriage or that she really wants to be in a marriage.
Right.
That's
right.
true.
And so that would be frustrating to me if I was him.
That whole entire part.
Yeah.
That is true. But why does she have to prove why she's there? Why he don't have to prove the same thing? Why couldn't you do something else other than do this?
But she's the one that is doing everything opposite
As
of
a
what a
single
wife
person,
would
huh?
do. Yeah, she wants. It's like she wants the title
Right.
Like she wants a marriage, but doesn't want to be a wife. You know what I mean? Like, so she still want to go kick it and hang out and, you know, party and that's cool if y'all are doing that together and y'all and if she's doing, you know, you know, you still gonna have your life, live your life, do your thing, but some of the stuff you got to pull back. Like, you cannot go sleep on your friend's couch.
Right.
You can't call me. You can't even call me and be like,
He don't like that, Belinda.
Lovey House. I got drunk. I'm spending the night at Lovey House.
That's not working.
You get a couple times for that, but
A couple?
yeah, maybe once I give you it was Lovey's birthday, but just on a Tuesday, no. I'm on the way to get you.
Went to the Mexican.
I'm coming to get you, and you gonna have on talking to. That's what's gonna happen.
Oh, not a talking to.
Oh, a stern talking to with the thick.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like I actually want to hear her answer. Why did she sign up to get married? I don't feel like she really answered that.
She
Because
don't know.
he asked her a couple of times, like, why did you, it doesn't seem like you were ready, like, you know what I mean, to be married.
She
Her
will never
friends were
admit
saying
it.
she was, but I don't really see that she was ready. I mean,
She'll never admit it. She'll be like, yeah, I'm ready for it because again, I've said it. I'll say it. I'll keep saying it. These folks romanticize the idea of what being married is. And they're not taking it as serious and they get into the thick of it and it's just like, this ain't what I wanted. This is not what I thought it was. And they don't want to put in the work. So
It's like, you know, you want a marriage, you want to be married, but you don't want to be a husband or you don't want to be a wife. You know, but you want a marriage though, because it sounds good. The idea of it, like you said, is good and great, but it's work. It's work.
I wonder, was it more the allure of them setting them up with someone? Like, I really wanted a boyfriend, but I couldn't find one. And then this show finds a husband, which to me equates to boyfriend. You know what I mean? Because dating here is hard. I mean, I could, you know what I mean? So I can imagine. So maybe for Virginia, she thought she was gonna get like a boyfriend, and we gonna hang out, and he gonna hang out with my little friends, and everything's gonna go on as if he's just one of the fellas. You know what I mean? So maybe she didn't understand that it was gonna be a husband. You know what I mean? And how much comes with that role.
Yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me of Jacob and Haley too, because I feel like Haley doesn't understand that being married is work. And she's complaining about every little thing that the man does. And she don't understand a relationship is work. It's not just he does everything that I like, and she hasn't even really said anything that he does bad. You know what I mean? So I don't feel like she either knows that relationships are a marriage is work.
first of all, Haley, well, let's go ahead and segue into them. Are we done with Virginia and Eric?
I'm done with
I
the
thought it
love.
was cute about the song. I thought it was cute when he played the little guitar for her and stuff. And I was like, okay, they figure it out. I think they're gonna stay together. I do. I don't see them separated. He just gonna control the shit out of her, and she's just gonna drink it away, and they gonna be all right.
But you know, when he talk about the kids issue and how he gonna leave about that, I don't know, because I don't think she could stay away from alcohol for 9 months, to be honest.
Oh hell,
You keep saying that. You keep saying that.
Wait, am I wrong? Anybody think she gonna be able to not drink for 9 months?
No, she can't not drink for 9 hours.
Right.
If they don't make it, I think they love each other. I do. But if they don't make it, it's gonna be her drinking and partying.
Oh yeah.
And here's the part that lets me know she's a little immature.
A little.
Right. I'm being nice. Now, you like to get out and have your space and party. This dude is a pilot, which means he's gone days at a time, consistently. Go do you. When he's gone, go do you. Go have fun. Go kick it.
Sleep on the couches.
Don't get caught. No,
she better not do that. No, Belinda, she better not do that. She's gonna come back and get her.
But you got the best of both worlds where you can live your life, do your thing.
But she's too stupid to understand that.
Exactly. If she's smart, she would do that. If she's smart,
exactly.
Right. When he was gone and she was upset. See, she does. I agree with you. She has the best of both worlds. When your man is gone for however many days, go do you, boo. Have you a good time. Be the fun girl. And then when he come back, settle it on down and be wifey until he get ready to go again.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah,
all about him. It's all make it all about him.
it's obvious he's not checking in that much, so
Right.
he
She
ain't
was
gonna
mad
be
about
looking for
that.
you.
Right. So she don't know what she want either.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Maybe she was more like the lonely party girl, because that lifestyle can be lonely. You know what I mean? Eventually people gonna start pairing off and girl, I got to go to work. And you know what I mean? You don't want to be the last one standing. So maybe that's why she did that. Because yes, I'm the party girl, but also lonely. Because
Especially if you
maybe she
sleeping
didn't
on
have the
somebody's couch.
at that time. You know?
If you falling asleep on somebody's couch, that mean ain't nobody checking for you, boo. If you
Nobody cared where the hell
randomly on people's
right.
couch.
Nobody give a damn where you are.
Well, it's either nobody's caring, checking on you, or you. Do kids listen to any kids listen to this? No, or either nobody's checking on her or somebody put her to sleep on the couch.
Oh boy.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Oh boy. Well, that's always a
Yeah.
possibility.
Where's the line?
I wouldn't have put it past that guy friend, to be honest.
Exactly.
I
That's
didn't put it past them.
I fall asleep on my girlfriend's couch. It's my guy friend's couch that
Well, she said she has more guy friends than girlfriends.
Oh, okay.
Right.
All right.
And that's another problem. Why is that?
Right. That part.
Hey, I had guy friend. I have a lot more. Well,
Or
No, you don't. Not anymore.
not anymore. But
as
I
you
Yeah.
become an adult, that's something about that is not right.
Exactly.
well, she's a kid, April.
She really ain't. Everybody keeps saying she's so young, but come on now.
She
She
a
ain't
grown.
that to be falling
You
asleep
know-
on people. You a grown woman and you that pissy drunk that you falling asleep on people all the time. Random. It ain't just like one time. It seems like she do that all the time.
Yeah, she's not in college.
No.
Right.
That's you go in college.
I mean, I'll be okay. So I have female friends.
Uh-oh.
I do.
Tread lightly. Tread lightly. sir.
No, I do. I have female friends. I do. I probably have 3 or 4 good female friends that, but I made sure, Belinda's met them. I know there are boundaries and there are lines. Like, we don't have phone conversations. Lord knows I'm not sleeping on nobody's couch. You know what I mean? So there are things that I don't do out of respect for my relationship, with my friends. So you can have them, you can do it, but it's all about how you do. And that's with anything, it's how you do it. And she got to realize that she's got to pull back with her friends. Her friends have to realize
I think they get it.
Yeah, we gotta pull back a little bit. And I'm surprised he didn't say that to him when her friend talked to him outside and they had that conversation last week. I'm surprised he didn't mention that to him. So no. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the friends get it.
I
Okay.
think so too.
Haley.
Kenya. Wait a minute, Kenya.
Yes, ma'am.
You're speaking as a 40-plus-year-old adult.
Right.
Well, even as a 20-year-old, 24-year-old man, when I was married, I had friends, and some of these same friends I had then, and I had to learn that I have to pull back. I had to learn during my marriage, I had to learn that I had to pull back, some of those things that we did because I'm married.
And how'd you learn? Because your wife had to tell you that she was out of pocket. And the people that she did, right.
So I learned,
So
she can, it's just about how you go about doing it. Like, I get what he is saying, but he can't beat it over her head because she's just going to push back. The more he pounds, she's going to push back.
It's a constant episode of Father Knows Best.
Yeah.
Oh, but you know what, Belinda,
but don't do that.
Belinda said made sense to me when you said that it gets old after a while.
Mhm.
And to me, like when they were saying, she kept saying she really wanted this. She really wanted to be married. So to me, it makes sense. If you're the drunk friend that's always falling out at somebody else's house, you don't have nobody to go home to, and the relationships that you've seen have been all dysfunctional, which she said.
Yeah.
She may have been looking for some kind of structure, somebody who can kind of ground her, which Eric can do, but he needs to know how to do that the right way. Because the way he's doing it now is not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Because what will happen is, because I must say that part I kind of see in my first marriage, that control, and when he comes, you kind of straighten up, and you yeah with your friends, and then he comes like, because he like for you to act like that, and
you don't
so
do that when I come.
no more. We too grown. There's round two, you know better, but you know what I mean.
I've seen the first round.
You
Yeah.
saw the first round, and it was very everybody straight to come.
Mm-hmm. Like,
So
ooh,
I think
shh,
that
the library.
right, don't come over our house talking loud. He home, So, and that will get old. The older that she's get, either he gonna have to change or she's gonna outgrow him. Where she be like, you know what, bump this, And now I'm gonna take these 2 kids that you made me have, and we gonna go. So I think that once I don't see it long term with them. Do I think they'll stay together now? But long term, he better have a prenup because she's gonna take everything when he make her have them babies and she grow up a little bit more and say the hell with you.
We didn't already said that the mama is gonna intervene at the end of
Right.
this 6-week period. She gonna walk in with this post-nap honey, okay?
Right. Here and here.
I can see that. I
Yeah.
can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that. I
Yeah.
I think they will work because I think what she's looking for, he offers, and she'll loosen him up. I think she will loosen him up some. So his calming down, I think that's going to come from, other sources. Like I think Pastor Cal could have a big influence on him to loosen up and calm down and stop trying to father her. She don't need a daddy. I think she's got a father. She don't need a daddy.
I don't think that's what she's looking for.
Yeah, she's not looking for that. I think
But
the
structure, I believe
stability
she is.
and
I think the structure she is.
Yeah,
And that's what will make her stay.
yeah, because he can
For
provide that, and he look at her like, like she just everything. Like
He be loving her. I think,
Yeah.
but that's the thing. I think he loves the part of himself that's so structured and so upright that he likes the fact that she's wild, she's just colorful. Like he likes that about
he
her.
does.
She's very affectionate. So I think he likes all of that. But it goes a little too far outside of what his comfort zone is. And then he don't like it. You know what I mean? So they need to have the balance, I think, for it to work.
Yeah, because if he looks at, I think he looks at his mother. His mom will probably drink wine and
That
holidays,
mama is stale.
and that's what he's modeling. His ideal wife off of his mother.
Right.
This girl is a lot different from his mom, so
Way
I think that is the rebelling from him. That is attracting him to her because she is a little wild, but I think the drinking might be a little too much. Like,
Yeah.
you hadn't seen a scene where she wasn't drinking.
Right.
I have not.
Right.
They
I have not.
like too, like with the editing, it's like they purposely show her getting another drink. You know what I mean?
But
Yeah. So
you know what? It's kind of like one of those men who like his woman to be wild, but not in public. You know what I mean? Like I want you to be like that inside the house.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I don't want everybody to see you acting like that. So I think that is what the problem is, because his world with his mom and his family, and that's not going to work. Like that's going to be embarrassing to him to have her being a lush.
I would like to see Virginia be a little bit more transparent about her feelings to him because he's wide open.
Yeah.
Clearly.
He plays the line. He draws the line every day. Every single show he draws the line.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. Haley and Jacob.
Yeah.
Can I sing my song?
Don't.
They're not gonna make it. No, they ain't gonna make it.
I'm really holding.
I
would like for them. I'm sorry, Toya. Go ahead.
I think they will. I think she'll come around.
It's gonna need a Hail Mary that what's the thing with football? Football. It's a Hail Mary.
Hail Mary.
Yeah. I'm blaming it on her. I mean, he have his quirks. He does. He have his quirks, his 80s quirks, and he's awkward. You know what I mean? He has all of that. But I've seen him be open the whole time. I've seen him be open. I haven't seen him try to change her at all. He's been willing to go along with whatever she wants to do. He's open to his home, like all of these different things. I see him being open, and she constantly, I feel she's shut down. She's emotionally shut down. She hurts his feelings. You know what I mean? All these different things. And I don't see how she is expecting a relationship, to work if she is not open at all.
You got something to say?
Yes, I do. Thank you, teacher. So, this child went
Which
from
child?
Haley.
Okay.
Haley literally went from puppy love to being single to being married. She knows nothing about what a relationship entails. What she does not. She needs
Even
to
her
go
friend
back to
with
the
the
drawing
weird
board.
face and the weird nose.
Yeah, her
was trying to
face
tell-
is weird. I
her
looked at
face is
that.
so weird. Even her best friend with the weird face was telling her, like, I don't see what the problem is. You know what I mean? Like, what's the problem? So I'm glad that she bought him clothes. That was a nice gesture. You know what I mean? Like,
He did an 80s montage.
He dresses weird. Let's buy him a new wardrobe. And he was open to that, which he was open to that too. He was wearing that she bought.
Talk about that plaid shirt.
He wore that tablecloth shirt. He sure did.
So I got an issue. I didn't think he dressed bad to begin with. Like he was, I didn't think he dressed bad, but who gonna buy her some clothes? That's
who's gonna take her out of the dress barn?
Yeah, I'm waiting on.
Because her pants were.
But see, he ain't even complaining about her clothes. That's the thing. He's taking her as is. That's the problem that I'm having.
He said he liked her style. Yeah. He did. He said he liked her style.
I know that move. He was trying to get him some more. That's what that is. That's what you say. You say anything. You say anything.
Those shorts.
I don't like her at all.
Mm-hmm. She's very.
Like her or him?
Condescending.
You don't like them?
I don't like Haley. She.
Haley.
I don't like her
from
the time she lied on their honeymoon.
Yeah.
I can't forgive it either.
Like,
I can't. I think it tapped into way too much.
Yeah,
that was being mean.
It's just been going on and on from there. Like she lied about, the girls' night and all the fellas were there. Then she told, she said that, I started to pull away, but she told Pastor Cal, I started to see some things that made me start to pull away. Well, you said earlier you started pulling away after he said you were seeing somebody else. So which one is it? Did you pull away after he said you were seeing someone else, or did you pull away when you started to see some signs? So like her friend said, the only thing you are complaining about is he dresses bad. So that you can work on. You can fix that.
Or did she pull away after the peen was bad?
The bad sex.
Yeah, if that's it, then say it.
But there's
the
so
sex
much
could have been bad.
But that.
Yeah,
like you did one time when it was bad and you didn't try to teach them, let's run it again.
That's the immaturity. That's the immaturity that Lovey was talking about. At the end of the day, her friend tried to tell her relationships are work and sex can be teachable. You know what I mean? Everything that she was complaining about was nothing that you couldn't try and fix. So I think that she's going to sabotage this relationship. And like she said, when she feels somebody getting close to her, she pushes away. And so I think she's going to sabotage it and be single and be a bridesmaid forever.
Forever, ever.
And
full of dresses.
And you know what? I think some people, that's what they're destined to be. And I think she's comfortable with that because, it's woe is me, this is who I am. This, I'm single. I don't want to be single, but yeah, I kind of want to be single. So that may be her lot in life. Because for him, I think he's very emotionally mature. Like he has no problem expressing his feelings and does it clearly.
He does.
Like where
he does communicate well.
Exactly.
He communicates well, but his ego is kind of fragile. Like
yeah, it is.
It is very fragile. Like any little thing that she say, this is not going to work. This is not going to work if you keep doing. Like he'll say that really quickly. It's kind of like, okay, you don't have to jump all the way there. Like, are we just going to be friends? Are you attracted to me? This is not going to work. Like he immediately goes there when I don't feel like he needs to go there. So
it's baggage. It's some baggage there. He carries
some defenses for sure.
Yeah. Well, she's not doing anything to
help it.
to alleviate it. She's making it worse
at all. At all.
What What I don't like is how, and a lot of couples run into this where one figures that the discussion is resolved and the other doesn't. And Haley is like, okay, we've already discussed this, so it's done. Whereas,
No,
you
and they
know,
didn't discuss it. They didn't
mm-mm.
even finish it. How do you say that? And then, I mean, unattractive is a long discussion. And what can you do to fix that? Like, ain't no way in hell you're gonna be like, "Here, I'm not attracted to you," and then you
Mhm.
just be like, "Okay, so
Chris,
what's
Paige, you said I was ugly. Now what? I mean,
Yeah, and then
attraction can grow. She
it
she really
can.
pulled a Chris on him, and she said she slept with him, and I maybe I want to see if the attraction would grow. It
Mhm.
didn't.
I mean, because truth be told, I'm starting to look at Paige like, oh, she's a cute little girl. Oh, why he do her like that? But Haley, Jacob clearly told her, you need to allow yourself to be vulnerable to be present in this experiment. And
Yeah.
if you're not, you're not gonna make it. So why are we here, Mel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, attraction can grow, and I think that Haley is not really allowing that. What she could, I mean, she says she wants to kind of make things lighter and stop, talking about the heavy stuff. So maybe they could just start having fun together. So hopefully that
She
works.
running.
But
She running.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so,
She is. She is. She got
like
attraction.
let's not get it too close to each other. Let's just keep it on the surface, basically.
And let's not talk about Australia no more damn more. God, you talk about him in the 80s, you in Australia. Both of
Right.
y'all same thing. That's all we know about you. That's all we
Yeah.
know. They have not got to know each other, anything about each other other than I like the 80s and you like Australia.
But
I'm
at
like, what?
least he said, well, if it means that we gotta go jump out of a plane, oh, then that's what we gotta do to make this go a little further. At least he's trying.
Yeah.
You know, like Iva said last week, just sit down and watch 16 Candles with me, and I will be perfectly fine.
Right. You need that.
Yeah.
That's history anyway. You need to be watching some 80s movies.
I don't even see her being open to things that he may like. You know what I mean? Like let's it's a give and take. Yeah, he does some things that are annoying, but okay, what do you want to do? You know what I mean? Do some things that he wants to what he would like. So
That's why he should have been paired with somebody closer to his age.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Even with
10
the house,
years is a
everybody
big
was
gap.
impressed. And she came over there like it was like a task. Like, yeah. And everybody else that came through was like, oh wow, this house is big as hell. And look at this thing. And this
It
is so
was big.
they was like, this could be your house, girl. And she just was like, oh,
That
like
and his
house
kitchen
was
was
big.
I wasn't mad at Jacob's house. It was cool to me.
think about
Yeah.
it. He has some nice renovations and stuff.
Mhm.
They got many dogs.
They do got a lot
Yeah.
of dogs.
They got a house full of bitches.
They do. They got too many. Other than
A
that,
lot of dogs. But
Yeah, because he even had to step over them when they were in the kitchen, they were talking, and then he had to go over to the other side to talk to her. I'm like, ooh. And then remember when Virginia was like, oh my God, I've never seen a dog like you've never seen a corgi, girl.
That was
Paige.
as Paige with the dog where she was freaked out about it.
Oh, that was Paige. Girl, sit down.
Paige, get over it and quit acting like that.
what kind of dog was it?
It was a corgi. So the dog was like short and fat. You saw
The
the dog.
legs are real short.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
like the
leg-
ones like the Queen Elizabeth have.
Yeah.
Everybody falls silent, like, what?
He's like NSYNC. Don't
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't appreciate how she was downplaying the house. Like, look in here and look. Girl, what do you have?
that
Oh,
part.
but is she a homeowner? I think she's a homeowner, isn't she?
Yeah,
I hope so.
that reminded me of last season when who was that? Olivia was talking bad about what's his face's house, and he was a whole homeowner and she was a renter, and she was just putting down everything about the house when she went to go visit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Brett.
But he did too. So I think
Yeah,
she was
Brett.
paying
So it's
back.
like you married to somebody, even though Brett was a loser, but you married to somebody who is owning their own house and they're open to making you be welcome there. Like I'm
Right.
open to it. And they, she just shutting it down. It's like
Even Virginia
Again,
was still throwing digs at the bachelor parent. Did you do this
Right.
for other women? Why
That's how-
does it matter?
condo was
right.
nice.
He had a nice house. Like, okay, it's a bachelor
Don't
pad.
say
He's
it
been a
again.
bachelor. right? So he was a bachelor all the way up until 2 weeks ago. So you come in and you make
Make it a
yourself
house.
comfortable there, right?
Again,
Make it a
just
By
home.
house.
like
So
Virginia had the perfect opportunity to have the best of both worlds. Haley could look at it and say, all right, he's got his house. I can come in. I could do this, do this, do this, give him his space. And he's going to be cool with that. Like he would
I
absolutely be
agree.
cool, keep his basement how it is, and then she can do whatever else in the house. But it's clear to me she doesn't want to be there.
Right.
And she's gonna
That's
look,
that immaturity.
and prod and find a reason so that she does not look like the bad guy for not staying. That's what
Mhm.
that's exactly what she's doing, trying to find reasons to justify not staying. And if you're mature enough, you don't need a reason. The
I
only
just don't
reason you
wanna do
need,
it.
I'm not
Come
feeling
on, speak from that 40 plus.
it. If you're
Let
not
me
feeling
come
it, I'm
into
not
that
feeling
house.
it.
Do you own this? Okay. I'm gonna work with it. You can have your 80s room right down there, and then I'm gonna do what I want to with the rest of the house.
Exactly.
I had a hope, but I'm like, well, you a homeowner too? Okay, bet, man, I'm
Right.
a rent that out.
That
Give me some
20 something
good
don't know.
old residual income.
Right.
Yeah, I just don't like her. I don't like her. I don't like the way she look. I don't like the way she dressed.
Oh, and went to her looks.
Dang.
I don't like it. And she's not ugly.
Say it
She's
with
not
your
ugly.
chest.
I just don't like the way she looked.
She just condescending white.
Right. I don't,
You know
I don't
what I
like,
mean? That's just what she is. She just like typical want to push her down white lady.
Yeah, I just don't like the way she's not trying. You know what I mean? I hate when people come on the show and then they get in their own way. Like you said, you wanted to be married. You have somebody who's working with you, and Jacob is actually a good guy because we've seen some real losers. Look at Chris, where Paige don't even get the opportunity to do the whole part of the process. And you have somebody trying to work, and she just come up with every excuse in the book as to why she don't want to work with him.
Well, I hope that they don't work out, and I hope that Jacob, much like my wishes for
Hey.
West Virginia last time, my hope is that Jacob will have this and it boosts his potential in the Atlanta dating market, and he gets somebody that's excited about his houses.
Oh, he gonna get DMs in
Girl,
the
everybody
slide,
gonna want.
okay?
People
He
be like,
probably
you don't want to be
get
in that
He
house.
kind
I'll
of
give
fit
you-
and stuff, like, I'm like, oh, he can work. There's somebody out there.
Oh, he got plenty of DMs, okay? Because if Henry getting them, oh, he definitely gonna get them.
And he communicates way better than Henry did.
Yes, and Henry lived in the apartment under the stairs or whatever the hell.
In the shoebox. He lived in that little shoebox. And people want to be right up in there with him.
Right. So yeah. So who did we cover? Oh, the biggest garbage of all. That's who we need to cover.
Oh,
Major
Chris.
Chris.
Can we just talk about Chris? I know we ain't talked about
the
Ryan. Can we
sexually
just talk about
deprived
Chris?
Ryan? I mean,
Can we just
Oh,
talk
we
about
Sarah.
Okay,
Oh,
so
we haven't?
Wow, are they that forgettable?
Yeah.
you know what? I'm gonna say I was dying when she was like, I did not plan on attending the seminar.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes.
I think, you know what? I think she was doing a little much. I mean,
I mean,
aren't you? I mean, I feel like, don't you get in a relationship? Okay, maybe he was drilling her a little bit, but don't you get in a relationship to try and help your mate or to be better in a sense? Or don't you supposed to have some
all the time, all the
goals
time,
about yourself, some aspirations about
and
yourself?
enjoy this right now? I don't want to do that right now.
Maybe not right that
I don't think
second,
I would've
but
told- if that was a situation, I don't think I would have told Kenyon that. I think I would have tried to bring the relationship, bring it back. But she was tired. She's sick of his ass. Like, you
Yeah.
ain't,
You ain't giving me
and
no
now you
dick.
want to try to change my life, and y'all. No, damn it, I want to eat this damn donut and shut the hell up. And then you wouldn't even enjoy it. Like, oh.
I don't know. I feel like this is a time you only get 8 weeks, and Ryan trying to fill out. That's why he ain't slept with her yet. You know what I mean? He trying to fill it out to see, is this girl gonna go the distance? I want somebody who is gonna have some growth. I want somebody who's gonna be able to do something with their life. And seems like she don't want to do nothing but
She
fly on that
doesn't.
airplane. I don't know.
But he can't expect that of her if he's not giving it to her. he ain't did nothing in these couple of little weeks to show that he wants to be in the marriage. He couldn't even figure out when he loves somebody.
He couldn't answer none of the questions.
Yeah.
He did not even try to think a little bit harder and, you know, make the stretch to give an answer.
I need to hear the male perspective. He over there like he
Sure.
I owe him with the sure. See?
Oh, we need to play a drinking game. Every time he says sure, take a shot.
You'll be drunk.
I know.
Yeah, we'd be worse than Virginia.
Y'all would be Virginia. That's what you'll be. Be sleeping on somebody's couch.
But he's really getting on my nerves. I need him to lighten up.
Yeah.
You want to take your shirt off in front of her, and then you want to try to change her life, and you want to get her so structured. He might be worse than Eric. He may be a little worse.
I think he's just trying to fill her out. He didn't put in no rules. Like Eric was trying to put down straight rules. Like you cannot do this, you cannot do that.
Eric,
I feel like he was trying to just fill her out. Like, where's your life going?
But wasn't he the one that told her to basically keep her mouth closed and stay out of people's business?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, that's the black part that came out of him.
So
mind your business.
He is just as bad as Eric, but he's better at it than Eric. Where Eric is more direct, and I'm going to try to I'm going to mother and father you directly. He wants to take the Cliff Huxtable approach, and I'm going to manipulate you and father you through manipulation.
Sure.
You know what I mean? He's trying to change her undercover, and let me bring you to the light and let you find out yourself. He Dr. Feeling her is what he's doing. Mm-hmm. But the problem is he not feeling her, and that's what she needs. And he not giving that up. So I don't know if I don't know what his issue is.
I don't know if he's really attracted to her fully, to be honest.
It might be.
They doing something though.
She's attractive enough to give that head.
They doing something, but I think he not fully attracted to her. He could be doing like a Jeb did, or he trying to fill her out and see if he's attracted to her. I don't know, but
I don't like them.
I don't see.
We both looking at you with a side eye, like I don't know about that one.
I don't like him.
But do y'all think he attractive? You don't like her?
I don't like him.
I don't like him either with the little bad haircut. Keep it up. I'm gonna cut that shit off your head in your sleep.
I don't really care for her, to be honest. I'm gonna say what his mama was thinking. Okay, can we get him a brown girl? Sorry.
Ain't no brown girl gonna deal with him.
Gonna put up with that.
Yeah. He ain't getting no brown girl.
Not handle that. Oh no.
Yeah, I think it was pretty clear. He never, I don't think he's ever dated anybody.
Yeah,
you don't think so?
Weird. He's a little weirdo, and ain't no black girl gonna go for that. Don't wish that on us. That's one they can have. No.
Well, I know we wouldn't go for that hairdo up front. Now we wasn't gonna go for that.
And the disconnected
hair. Please don't get on the man beard.
It's just a lot going on. Look, your little stick out ears. A thing on the Rugrats. That's just a lot. No, thank you.
Yeah, no.
Man, you keep calling him Tommy.
Ain't he boring?
Ain't he boring?
Yeah, he is a little bit of a dud. He is.
Yes. And the way he was looking at that cup, and he was too into that.
Now that was me. I would have been that way.
His cup his cup was nice. Her cup was utter trash.
His cup was nice, but he got to get all up and
he took the fun out of that too.
Yeah.
But you wonder, I mean, so it seems like they on the opposite side, because he is a preacher's kid. So he is way more structured than she is. She just was kind of.
I'm telling you, he does not want to show his antics on screen because he does not want his parents to see. He don't want his mama and daddy. He's carrying it. He's doing.
I don't know no preacher's kid that act like that.
I don't either. They get it in.
I'm gonna live my life and I'll be all right. I don't know. I'm thoroughly disappointed. And also I must say that I can't see her staying in that because he already getting on her nerves without him giving some deep. Women, just like men, are motivated by sex. Y'all see dumbass Page. So if you're not even giving me and you trying to control my life and you got this little fucked up haircut, you're doing too much.
So what you saying is I can't get that haircut?
No.
Oh Lord, no. Please.
No. So
and she hasn't even went back to work. I think her going back to work is going to be an issue with him as well.
True.
It seemed like he was gonna have a problem. Like him and Virginia both gonna be over there having problems because they spouse is gone. But yeah, he seemed like he wasn't feeling that schedule because he's very routine with all of his stuff. And so a flight attendant, their schedule would be all over the place sometimes, you know. So I don't know.
I don't like them.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna make it. I don't know.
They're not.
Look, I'll answer that for you. They're not.
I don't know. They both would need to kind of give on both ends. I think that she's been trying to work with him at his slow pace of trying to figure things out. But if I was her, I would probably feel like he doesn't really like me.
I'm telling you.
No, that he's capable.
And you're trying to change me, and then you're not giving me anything back, i.e. me. So if you're not giving me anything, and you won't even touch me, I got other things I can do. I'm about to catch this flight and meet this man on this flight and go on about my business.
Wow.
In the first class section, yep.
Absolutely.
Right.
Well, I don't know. Moving on. Oh, now to the soap opera. Paige. First off, I am mad that you let those producers punk you into going back. And I'm mad that those producers set you up for that. They did not have your back. Okay.
They didn't tell her to go back and do that. They told her to go back and tell him that he couldn't call her no more.
I get what they're saying. Like, if you're done, then you need to convey that to him. I get where they were going with that.
They didn't tell her to go back and say, let's reset.
Yeah, well, not reset. No. She did that on her own. Yeah, she did that solely on her own.
For her to go back and tell him not to call her or whatever. I didn't hear none of that. But.
Yeah, because she was just like, I'm done, basically saying I'm done. And so they were like, well, did you tell him that? And he should have been like, no, well, you need to tell him. And she could have went back and was like, okay, but boo, this is
what happened to the reset?
But
like, what?
How did you not see this coming? The girl just said last week that she didn't want to have nothing to do with you, that y'all were done. Now this mofo trying to come back a week later? Seriously?
He plays into all of her insecurities. When he was talking about, I'm just scared and I feel like I might fall in love with you. What?
He's a master manipulator.
Very much so. He's playing into all her insecurities. I think I might fall in love with you. I think all these different things that he knows she wants to hear.
Just for some ass.
So desperately that he's playing right into whatever she wants to, and she's sucking it up.
And the only reason why he called her there was to be like, oh, I know that you talked to my homeboy. You could have called me on the phone and said that.
And once again, he made her the villain every time.
He was mad at past the hairline too. He was mad at
protecting yourself. Anything you do to protect yourself, he act like you ain't shit. Like, oh my God.
Did you see that drawing?
Did he draw that in?
Yes. Yeah, that's past the hairline.
Yes. That's his hairline. You think that's his real hair?
It goes way to the eyebrow.
Yeah, I got in close on that.
Wait, what you do, Toya? What you do?
I got LASIK now, so I see real good. I was like,
Yeah, that was past the Beijing.
That dude, he need his ass whooped.
Who, the
Chris or Pastor?
Chris?
No, Chris. Chris need his ass.
He do.
Chris need his ass whooped, and Paige need the one to be to do it. But Paige also need a good shaking. She need a good shaking to wake up. Like, I think the issue for her is she hooked. He has put it down on her, and I think she's one of those people that, and I said this to you, not that she takes her vows seriously, because most people do, but I think she is staunch in that effort, that her being hooked and her feelings for making this marriage work, because these are vows that she took in front of the Lord, that's what holds her to listen to his foolishness, because he not even smooth with it. Like, he not even convincing with it. Like,
very bitch
I've
ass
manipulators before. he sound dumb as hell. Like he not even good at it, but she just eat it up because she wants the marriage to work. Like I think she wants it to work so well. I don't think she's insecure. I don't know. I could be wrong, but I don't think she's insecure.
Crystal clear, yes, she is.
Because she's here. I don't know.
To put up with that kind of BS, you are dealing with some form of insecurity.
Absolutely.
I don't even know if I'm not gonna say the sex is bad. The sex, I don't know what the sex is like, but
The sex is good, girl. That's why she keep coming back.
No, some people equate sex with love. Lots of people equate sex with love.
What you just said.
And so she is thinking, why would he keep having sex with me if he doesn't like me on some level? So that's what is equaling in her mind. He has to like me on some level. And plus, he keeps saying ridiculous stuff like, I think I might fall in love. I might just fall in love. I'm afraid I might fall in love. So, of course, that is just, she's eating that up. Like, he's having sex with me and he's saying it out of his mouth that he might fall in love. Maybe he really is. If he didn't have it. And then he even said, well, if I didn't have this kid, you know, things would be different and all of that. Before he knew about the kid, when he saw you coming down the aisle, he said he wasn't attracted to you. Let's start right there.
Remember,
he was like, shit.
Right, he did say shit.
He did.
He really did.
He did.
Right.
He told her friends that. He told her friends
at the wedding.
And complaining.
Right.
At the wedding.
Right.
But then he also said he wanted to make a honeymoon baby. So I feel like, what is she? You think she's your pickaninny, where you just getting it in whenever you feel like it and throw her away?
I just don't understand this fool. And it's the situation has not changed. Not one time has this dude, because it's not a man, not one time has this boy come back and said anything that was of redeeming quality for you to give him another chance.
Nothing. He's giving nothing.
Nothing. It's the same thing day in and day out.
Oh, wait. So did y'all see the story on the miscarriage? Are we gonna talk about that?
Because she wasn't pregnant. What was the bowl on the miscarriage story? Was the baby supposed to be in a bowl? What was the bowl in the little picture?
Bowl.
I don't know, but
it was like something.
Supposedly there's a miscarriage.
Like a piece of paper and a bowl.
I don't know. I don't know. Sympathy. Trying to gain sympathy. That's what that is. But that girl wasn't pregnant.
Pregnant than any of us in this room, including Kenya.
Yeah.
She wasn't pregnant about none at all. And Paige knows that in her heart of hearts. She does.
She said it.
She said it. She
said like, you can't build with him. He's unstable. That's why Chris is mad at him and Paige, because how dare you call me on my shit? Or I'll never speak to him again and da-da-da. Now you want to tarnish this man's name because he did the pastorly thing, which is tell her the truth, just like Pastor Kyle. How many people got to keep telling you to not fuck with him and then you still turn around and do it?
Right.
I'm sick.
Right.
I am sick of your little, with that goofy ass smile. I want to punch in your face. Quit it.
Yeah, I do have concerns though about where are all the experts? Like, they met with Pastor Kyle one time, and how come? Where's Dr. Pepper and Dr. Viviana? Like, where are these people to jump in and help this mess that's happening?
Well, they know it's a mess.
This week, right?
Nobody's around.
They'll be around this week. Dr. Viviana, I think, meets with them this week. So.
Because I feel like it was.
Dr. Pepper is. I think she about to be out. I'm just saying.
Even more, where are Paige's people? You see,
that's what I was gonna say.
Everybody has had somebody that they've met to discuss their situation.
No, they ain't been nowhere.
Why are we I think they're purposely not allowing Paige to talk to nobody, so they won't get in her head and be like, "You better knock your shit off right now."
They done already told her. Leave it.
Yeah, because she didn't talk to somebody. She didn't talk to plenty of friends.
You by yourself way too much to not call up phone a friend and be like, "Girl."
Yeah,
where the girl sisters?
Because she managed to even meet with Pastor Hairline. You meeting with everybody but your people.
But your own people. Where are your friends? Somebody for you to
Pastor Hairline told her. I mean, he gave her good advice. Why do you need your people? He gave her great advice. He said, "Walk away."
Pastor, like he even went to pastor school to learn how to speak in pastor speaking. He sounded like it was Sunday right there in the coffee shop.
So y'all
pastor speaketh.
That's what y'all call him, a pastor. Yeah. Okay. All right. I don't know
I
where
don't
her
think we can
people
wipe
are.
it off. I don't think we can wipe the hairline.
And he said he wasn't ready, and he quoted, "A double-minded man is not a stable man." Like, girl, go.
How many more people got to tell you?
Right. Everybody
It was
telling you to go.
one of them little planes going across when they was up there on that little thing telling her, girl, stop. Leave him alone.
Right.
And she still, I ain't seen it.
You know, I think her folks are refusing to be on TV.
The Gross sisters wouldn't.
Because we've already told her to leave his ass alone after what he said at the wedding. She refused to do it. So no, we're not coming back on here. Don't call me till you leave. And I can believe that. So that's why I think they're not on, or you don't see them much, because they refuse to come on. That's the only thing I can think of.
I wouldn't refuse. I would purposely go on so that people don't. Because if I work with one of the Gross sisters, I'd be like, girl, why you ain't help your friend?
Who are the Gross sisters?
Her little 3 friends that was at the wedding.
Bridesmaids.
Brown family, the bridesmaids.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, I'd be like, no, dog, you ain't a good friend. You don't care about that girl.
Because
you didn't say nothing. No.
Because remember last week, Belinda, we were talking about how each person had somebody come and then talk to them, and they were giving them really good advice, but nobody showing up for her.
Nobody. Where are they?
And she's the one needed the most. She needs it the most.
People meeting with their people. Where are her people?
Even Chris met with his people.
Right. He got mad at him and don't want to talk to him no more because they told him about himself, but he did sit there for a moment to show how fucked up.
And I'm wondering, why did Paige know that Chris has to be trying to come back and meet just because the ex said she wasn't taking him back?
What you just said.
Mm-hmm.
And now you want to come and meet with me? Why?
Right.
What for what?
Right.
And wait, did you see the other ladies' faces when she was telling them that Chris wanted to meet up? And
Brianna was just like,
they asked her what she gonna do, and she said, well, whatever the Lord leads me to do that day. They was all looking at her like,
y'all were in my head. Okay. I don't know what Lord you think you trying to hear from.
What Lord you serve, girl? Mm-hmm.
Even drunk
like that.
Even drunk Virginia was rolling her eyes.
Like,
don't put that on the Lord. He ain't got nothing to do with that.
I'm surprised by now. As outspoken as Brianna is supposed to be and bossy, maybe she's trying to tread lightly because
I think she was.
She doesn't know her very well. But I think she got
like,
one more time, and Brianna gonna be like, "Come here, let me talk to you."
Her eyes be looking like, okay now.
Mm-hmm.
And Brianna probably is gonna be like, "We ain't gonna be in a rock. We not the same kind of girl. So you can't be my friend. So you stay over here with your other sisters. Don't sister me, because we not the same."
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We all know that friend that we can't talk to because they don't listen. And I think that's kind of where Brianna is. She knows that I can say all this stuff to her. She's not going to listen. She's heard it. And so I think that's why she just kind of stays quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And then those friends that don't listen, I'm like, girl, I can't deal with her with this bullshit. Ooh, that's her calling me now. I can't talk to her.
She gonna do something crazy anyway.
Right. It's sad. But then again, I'm mad that the experts are not here because you know that this is a volatile situation. And you guys are not stepping in.
And you see,
they need to be stepping in
for this at all.
At all. Because to me,
but
like somebody should
step in and do that somebody hasn't already done.
Walk away. Look.
Girl, this is abusive. Run.
But Pastor Cal told her.
Sorry. This is not the first time.
Hairline.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, this is not the first time they've had shitty relationship. You had a guy who was sleeping with a girl who said he was disgusted by her and would get sick. Jephthah wasn't, he wasn't feeling his wife. You had the guy, what was the guy that just flat out didn't move in?
Zach.
Zach was messing with
Zach.
So
at least he just didn't move in. He wasn't abusing her. Sexually abusing her.
But at the same time, never in the history of Married at First Sight have we ever heard Pastor Cal say, this is not a good situation. My advice is to leave.
Yeah.
He didn't even say that about Brandon and Taylor.
He said, that this shouldn't work. And she went right back to him. So he probably like, well, you know what? Hey, I gave her my advice. She grown. She gonna do what she want to do. So he can't. What can he do?
You can't make them to call it. That's true.
Yeah.
But Chris is classic fuckboy. Honestly, I think Chris treats
All
her
day.
that because girls treat him that way. Real women ain't trying to rock with Chris. Chris is corny as hell. This nigga wear hollers. And
He looks,
where you get that from?
and he ain't even good looking.
That's
He not
all
even
he
good
wears.
and
Is
it's all-
Hollister.
and then your hair is bad. Like, what is going on? Like, Chris is corny as hell, honestly. And if that girl was with him, baby mama, she was with him for some money. That's why everybody probably felt like Chris didn't know how to pick people either. He probably picked girls that he had to pay for stuff for, honestly.
And clearly their relationship was toxic. Even past the hairline was like, you don't need to go back to that.
Because
Like, why
he
are
was
you going back to
engaged
that?
once before.
Yes,
No,
we
he
forgot
did
about
tell that.
Pastor Harry.
He
Because
did
he been
put that
posing every Chris just wants a pretty girl on his arm, and they gonna play his ass every time. Cause who wants Chris? Chris is not cute. There's nothing cute about him.
Paige want him.
And you're a jerk. And
Paige want him.
Yeah. I ain't gonna say that there's a
I
meme out
think
there
Paige,
saying that Lester from 227 is his daddy.
yeah, I think
yeah, I think that he sees Paige. Paige is probably the weakest person he's dealt with, and he's running.
he is running her. I
Mhm.
think that she wants to be married, and she is for some reason feeling a connection. I don't know if it's because through the sex or something, but
Clearly, sex. Yeah. He got a
I-
hold on her.
get it, but then, okay, so here's my thing. Everybody, well, not everybody. I can see how you can have that with sex, but then there has to be something that they're giving you to hold you even stronger than just sex. You know what I mean? Like, I can't imagine the average
he
person.
in her ear, Belinda.
Yeah.
At
He's in her ear.
26, 27, Belinda.
Yeah, and he said, I don't want to fall in love with you. Like, he's saying all the things that is making her feel like it's more.
But you don't see straight through that, your actions. But I guess so. Hey, she young. How old is
20,
she?
they in
Yeah.
their 20s.
She's
I
young.
guess.
And we
It's-
got to look back. You know, we did some foolery. I did some foolery. I'll be
Yes.
honest.
Yes, we did not
In my
make
20s, somebody telling you it's
Yes.
over and over all these good things that you want. What he's being mean too, which that to me,
You can't
part-
be mean.
that's the part that I can't get over. Like, he's being
Yeah.
mean. He keeps saying that he's not attracted to her. He's ugly. She's ugly. Now that wouldn't fly with me. You know,
Mm-mm.
like, come on.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. True confession. This guy that I have been messing with for years back in the day, right? This is when I was back home in Oakland. And he said, that's why I didn't, we had a big ass argument, right? So he was like, that's why I didn't want to fuck with your crippled ass.
Mm,
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Exactly.
right.
That. Okay. And it only, and I was what, 25, 26 when he said that. So yeah, it don't take a whole lot
Yeah.
for somebody to get the point. Like, oh, that's how you say, that's how you feel. Oh, okay.
Right.
Bet.
Yeah.
Bet. Mhm.
I've been like, I think we all have had the fucked up, and we've all fucked with a fuck boy, but
Right.
not to that
I
extent.
have.
Maybe you had a fuck girl or two in your time. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I think we've all been through that, but it has not been to this extent. You know what I mean? Like, y'all may have sex, he don't call you next day, or he said he coming back, he stands you up. That's one thing, but he ain't gonna blatantly be like, I'm not attracted
In your
to you.
face.
I got a baby mama. I'm used
In
to
your
having
face.
candy, blah, blah,
On
blah.
national TV.
On
On national TV.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
You ain't
see,
gonna
that's
embarrass
probably-
me on national
That's
TV.
the difference. That because we've all had them. I've dealt with the worst myself. That tell you lies and say whatever you want to hear in your
Mhm.
face and all that good stuff. When you're having
Right.
sex, they say all the wonderful, most gracious things. But in your face, just being disrespectful, calling you ugly, you know, talking about they in love with somebody else, like right in your face on national TV. Like, no.
Right.
Mm.
Nope. You ain't
But
gonna.
this all happened. See, this is why I think it's bigger than the sex too, because this happened before they had sex. This happened the first day he saw her.
Right.
He called her ugly after
That
he
night.
had sex with her. They had sex twice before he called her ugly.
He
Yeah.
didn't say it that night.
No, he not to her. He said to everybody at the damn
He
wedding.
said it to her
He didn't
friend
say
that she was
You're right.
before.
Yeah.
Look, he announced it at the wedding. She must have been in the bathroom, but he told everybody
Yeah, he
that I
did.
do not like this girl.
I'm not tight.
He has told everybody that he
Mhm.
is not attracted to her. Like he is, and to me, what is the point of telling someone that? You know what I mean? Like if you're not attracted to them, don't be with them. Don't sleep with them. You don't
Right.
need that. But what's the
That
purpose
part.
of me telling everybody, telling her and telling everybody else? That's just mean.
Or at the
That's
very least, if you are not in fact attracted to someone, keep it to yourself.
Right.
Him and Haley both. Like, don't say that. Like,
Well, you
Just
wouldn't
don't
be the
act on
first. You will not be the first person to not be attracted to who they set you up with. You won't be the last. You know, and some people get over that initial lack of attraction. They did it the first season. Some people get over.
Doug.
Yeah, and some people don't, and they bounce, and you know they leave or they look for reasons to break it up, and
Okay.
just own it. Just own it. Like
Right.
the same Zach almost owned it because he wasn't attracted. He wasn't attracted to Mindy, and you know he didn't go in and didn't move in. He almost owned it, but then you started messing with a friend, and you lost it right there for him. So just own it, Chris. If you don't like her, you're not attracted to her. You let it be known, but just stay out of her head. Stay out of. That's why I need to ass whooping because he know what he's doing. He know what he's doing.
He doing wrong on
He
purpose.
knows exactly what he's doing by
On purpose.
saying what he's gonna say. After Pastor Cal left out, he leaned in her ear and tell her he, you know, afraid to fall in love with her. What kind of shut up, man? Shut up.
Right.
Where-
And that's
where
the
are
type
all
of
that?
stuff. Karma gonna come back and get him. It's okay. Because if you're not attracted to somebody, just like you said, if you're not attracted to somebody, you don't have to be attracted to somebody. You can go through your time with them. You can be great. You can be cordial to them. You can be nice. We'll go through the whole thing. We'll see if
Ryan.
attraction grows. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know, you
Right.
going about your way, I going about mine. But I don't have to be disrespectful. I don't have to keep having sex with you. Like he's just taking advantage of her, and that's just wrong.
Yeah, yeah. And if Karma is her cousin, that's about 6'3", 220, then that's even better because somebody need to whip his ass.
From
Real.
old Nat
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Pittsburgh.
Oh, Pittsburgh. Yes.
He ain't ready for that. He ain't ready for that. He not ready for that. That won't be good. But yeah, he doing wrong. He is. He's definitely doing wrong.
I just need the narrative to change this coming week. I'm so tired of seeing the same thing every single week.
It's hard to watch. It really is. And I
It
still-
is.
I love
When
the
she
song.
gonna say
When you
start
told
over and shake hands, I almost threw my TV somewhere.
Yeah.
to see
We
the
just need a
preview of them
reset.
sitting-
No, you need to get away from him.
Where is his dad? His dad need to.
The daddy is terrible.
He ain't shit.
But you know what? You know what?
He
Like
ain't shit either.
I will say this: when she told her parents, and her mom was like, "Well, were you drinking?" You know what I mean? Like his mom was, you know, she already gone. She team Chris. His dad was like, "Don't disrespect this girl." Blah blah blah. Like his dad a little creepy, but I still would
A
think
lot creepy.
Daddy
you
ain't
know,
shit.
I still would think his daddy would stop him from acting up on TV like he's doing. You know what I mean? Like, don't embarrass us on this show. You're embarrassing yourself.
Nah.
So
Yeah.
somebody needs to pull him to the side.
Well, they tried. They tried to
Yeah,
intervene and then he cut them off. So, and I don't think his family's there in Atlanta, right?
Like
I
his
don't think they're here.
grandparents, those are probably
Where are
the only
those
people that.
Yeah, they might be
that
the
he
only ones
listens
that'll
to.
call him on this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know. Mm-mm.
Mm.
It goes deep with Chris. It really does.
So I don't know.
I don't know. Well,
Mm.
we'll see
I'm
how this all
lost.
plays out next week. I'm over it. And on that note, we are done. All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for being the best part of this podcast. Continue to keep checking us out here. Join the conversation. Are you sick of Days of Our Lives as well? Young and Restless? All of those soap operas? Because I am. Leave your comments. Let us know. We'll talk back. Definitely check us out here on YouTube as well as all other social media platforms under Live, Laugh, and Lovey, as well as Pop Break TV and popbreak.com. All right. I would definitely like to thank my guest of the evening, Kenyon, Toya. It's been real. Ladies, I will see you next week.
Bye.